These things look amazing. Let's see here. What I could do is access this form of attacking. Don't know why my mouse is not working correctly now. It's quite a big group up there. Luckily we've got grenades. I don't have grenades at all. Which is kind of sad, I must admit. Things have started taking over. Not good. Wait, there's one down? Oh, he's dead. Ooh, is that a box? That's a box. Yay! I'm a lootaholic. What can I say? If I see a box, I must loot it. Now, I think this looks like a monastery. Space monastery. And it's also our spot that we're supposed to be. Okay. They're here. They're fighting us. They're ready. Incoming message. Receive alert, Vulcan.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter.
Okay.
You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Good to know.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
A lot of people make that mistake. When a bunch of weak things gather together, they can muster a lot of strength, a scary amount of strength. And this is what a ground boss would feel like. Because it's got red bars at the top, which I still don't know what that means. Kinda still a noob at this. Okay, so it just has one health bar. At least I was expecting those to be health bars. It's running away. Quickly, after him.
Bothersome creatures!
Maybe they are
Why
health
should I
bars.
trouble myself with such insignificant beings, when the Klingons will do my work for me?
Well, the Klingons are kinda weak.
Warriors! Prepare for battle!
Yes,
There is a group of Starfleet officers behind me. One of them is the foul shapeshifter. I'm returning to the ship. Don't let them leave this planet alive.
Goodbye.
Yes, sir.
The reason why it doesn't like teleporters? That's because they can detect who he actually is. That was a really bad throw. He almost killed me with that one. Flanking damage is actually quite a lot. Should have been flanking damage, but no. What does more damage? This is about 94. Not sure. But I do believe that the melee should do a lot of damage. Look, boxes. Oh, I can't access them. They're lootable. Undine may have beamed to a hidden ship. It's not really too hidden, but oh well. Well, at least this time I used teleporters. Here's a Undine ship on an intercept course. That does not sound good. Boost a bit of my pro defenses. Start the engines up. Start getting my shields up a little bit. Need to watch out for the big ones, big bombs. Come on. Just die already. Yay! Assistance has arrived. A couple of large ships, sort of like my puny ship that I currently have. Nope, that one hurt. Come on. Weapon batteries, increase weapon battery.
More shields failing.
Boost my shields a little bit more than my weapons. This guy is taking a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage he's taking there. Just soaking it. Not even caring. Maybe because I'm moving too much, so then I can't break through his shields. Which side? Almost all of his sides. Oh, I can't scan the particles because of you know what, let's stop. Rotate myself and then just sit here. Focusing fire on him. Make sure your shields are depleted. And then just keep on wailing on them. Going slightly quicker now. Slightly. It is helping when I'm sitting still, but that is destroying my shields now. Luckily I can take this. Use this plus the torpedoes, it should do a lot of damage. There we go, it's dead. Get double disruptor cannons. Scan the wreckage. Incoming message. Dreaded Dreadnought. Incoming message from USS
This
Challenger.
is Captain LaForge of the USS
Ah!
Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
Okay. Yeah, that's the part system. It's only been 35 minutes, so I might be able to go talk about crafting and a couple of other things, like the PvE and PvP. Probably not going to be able to do much, besides maybe one PvE match. Haven't really tried the PvP out much, but as you guys could expect, it's PvP, so... Oh, okay.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Yeah. I like the amount of experience you get inside this game. For finishing missions, you get quite a lot of experience. Like a lot of experience.
This mission level 4 is classified. I've been working with Starfleet intelligence to crack the Undine coded message you found at Pajem. We think we have something. There are several references to the Paulson Nebula in the data. Starfleet needs you to survey the nebula and find out why the Undine have an interest in it. Be careful. I've been in that nebula before. The composition of the clouds may screen opponents from your sensors.
Okay. Accept the mission. Hide and seek in progress. But let's go talk about other things. Change character. A bit higher level things and ships maybe. This one, level 17. Also a midget, but not that small. Now, I'm going to go and oh yeah, I also have a giant cannon. A couple of spells, turrets, stuff like that. A lot of interesting things here. Wait, I want to actually go up to portion above. If I remember correctly, there was a way up. If I just teleport to my ship, maybe. Oh, you get a music player in this game as well. Which is quite nice. Let's just go through here. Oh, okay, beam up. To Earth Space Dock. Ready. That's a beautiful view we just had there of the gun. The internals of the gun, in fact. The invisible internals of the gun. I like it when games reach the point where they actually have proper internal, like, vision of guns. If you can, like, glitch yourself into the gun. Speaking of guns, that's a pretty interesting gun. Now, let's see here. What I wanted to do was go down here. Go check out the ships. Show you guys some of the ships that you could get. Acquire ships. Get a new ship. So, you get lieutenant rank ships, which are pretty much normal ships. You can also, if you spend some real money, you can get the Delta Flyer, which is quite nice. And a couple of other stuff. Some small shuttles, which are these, and then you can go all the way up. This one is one of the more interesting ones. I like this. You have the one that we start with, a couple others, then we go over to Lieutenant Commander, where once you level up to Lieutenant Commander, you have a choice of essentially 3 ships. You can choose between Cruiser, Escort, and Science. But you all have their own things. You would need to read through all of this in order to understand what you get. There's a couple of interesting ships like this. Science ships. But by far, some of the good ships, like good interesting ships that you get is like late game. Like this. I like these. They're so much different. They're not normal. Which is exactly what I like about them. I believe there's more of these. These are massive, by the way. Like, my ship would probably be about the size of this nacelle here. There's that one. Couple of hybrid ships. These actually look really cool. You can also change them slightly so they look a bit better, look more unique, like I did with my previous one. These are some ships that I haven't seen yet, so I'm just looking at them with awe. Like, look at this. These things look amazing. Sadly, most of them required a Zen, which I believe there was a way you could farm that inside the game as well. So you could actually get those ships through actual in-game playing. This ship you can get. Some of them you need to sort of craft with whatever those are. Not sure what they are, but then you can craft them is a certainty. Whoa. That's a definite interesting ship. See what it has though. Like weapon wise. Ability package. Starship has abilities. I don't know how many weapons it can hold, but that's gonna take like a lot of reading to get to that. Wow, either I did not look properly through these, or because I did not notice any of these. Like, I've never seen this one before. Yeah, it looks like a Stingray, probably a Ferengi ship. Now that's an interesting ship. It's like almost like they took two different ships and then just molded them together. Ooh, I want it. It's a boomerang ship. Boomerang ships. Who doesn't want a boomerang ship? Okay. Well, that's that for that. Let's quickly go to the ship and just talk about the crafting, and then I should probably finish up. Then I can show you guys what everything you can craft. As far as I know so far. I still don't know a lot, so I might just do a little bit. I have to play a little bit more of this. Try and either level up this character or the other character. It shouldn't take too long. Let's see here. If I go to science, and I go to assign project, just say any project. So now what I could do is I could go to R&D. Last time I started up that, ooh, now 2. So, cannon-wise, since this is the one that I actually have leveled up, you get a bunch of like stuff, but you get dual cannons. So now what you say is you want dual cannons, okay? Now you can decide, do you want anti-proton, disruptor, phaser, plasma, palaron, tetrion, what type of damage you want, what level you want it to be, and then you'll see what type of succession rating you will have, with what quality you will get, what type of essentially crafting supplies you will be requiring, what type of catalysts you can put in to increase it, to enhance the chances of getting good things. And that's for dual cannons, dual heavy cannons, single cannons, turrets which can aim in a full 360 directions. So if I say anti-proton, max difficulty, this thing will be, the required level is 150. Or recommended level is 150. That's pretty high. As you can think, as you can believe. It's quite high. Cannon experience earned 3,000. Duration 5 hours. I think that's pretty bad. Down here, at the bottom, you get the research, like the cannon research that I just completed, that eats some resources and then takes 20 hours in order to craft. But that gives like a major boost to, a 6,000 boost to the research for cannons. Same with engineering, body armor, singularity cores, stuff like that. Ground weapons, you can research a bunch of ground weapons, like build a bunch of ground weapons. There's actually quite a lot of ground weapons, as you can see here. Wide beam pistols, sun pistols, split beam, sniper rifles, pulse wave assault rifles, minigun assault, high density rifles, full auto rifle, dual pistols, and you can also have them in all the variants, which is quite interesting. Blast assault, which is the one I believe I have now, which is sort of like more of a explosive one. You can research kits, you can develop kits, which is sort of your abilities. So if I go here to engineer, then I can select which one I want. Say I want medical mortar. Say I want the quantum mortar. I just go like this, and I'm gonna need one of these. Start the task. This is going to take 5 seconds. You can complete with dilithium. I'm just roughly going through this. So if I go here to here, so begin. Go back to the quantum mortar, go here, select this one, start the task, 5 seconds. Okay, and it's completed. Then what I can do is go back to the... I just do it like this because it feels a bit quicker. Probably an easier way of doing it. Can I craft that? I wonder if these are required. Oh, it probably failed. Or something. Something like that. Okay, let's go here. Quantum mortar. Maybe I just required 2. I required 1. These are going to take 5 minutes. Probably not going to wait 5 minutes, but as you can see, it's crafting. Lots of different things. You can even build your own lasers. Engines, everything. Really, you can do a lot of things. You can craft a lot of things, which I like, because I like crafting. But in any case, see you guys next one, and goodbye.